Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today is going to be an after Christmas clean with me. So if you need some motivation to get your home reset after a crazy Christmas weekend, then just keep watching. Can you even believe that Christmas is over? How was your weekend? I hope it was wonderful. I am starting off in our basement. I just vacuumed our guest bathroom and now I'm in our guest room. We don't use this room a whole lot. As you can see, we have some storage in here, baby items and whatnot, but we were storing a lot of presents in here, so I just kind of wanted to spruce it up a little bit just in case we do end up having some unexpected guests sometime soon. Now I'm up in my little boy's room, just tidying up in here, dusting, and then when I'm done with that, I will vacuum. As you can see, I have not taken down the Christmas decorations yet. When do you guys undecorate? I still love having my decorations up. I know people are sick of it and ready to take them down after Christmas is over, but I really like having it up through New Year's. But when do you guys take yours down? Moving on to my kids' bathroom. This bathroom doesn't get used a whole lot except for bubble baths almost every night, but the toilet and the sink don't get used a whole lot, but it definitely gets cluttered up. We tend to just kind of toss things in here because we don't really use it a whole lot, so I'm just tidying it up, wiping everything down. Now moving on to my bedroom, the first thing that I'm going to do is make the bed. And sorry about the giant fluffy robe. I was so cold whenever I was filming this. It was -5 here and the wind chill was -29, and our house just for whatever reason could not keep up. We were so cold. This was like the only reason or the only way I could stay semi-warm was just to wear a robe. But we used to live in Wisconsin. We lived like an hour north of Milwaukee, and so once the wind chill was like practically -30, we were like, oh my gosh, are we living back in Wisconsin? This is ridiculous. And I know a lot of the country got hit with the cold and the snow this weekend too. Did you guys have a white Christmas? We did, which I loved. It was so fun. We definitely get snow here, but it usually doesn't hit until like January, February, so having a white Christmas was definitely fun this year. Now I'm moving on to my closet, which is just a total wreck. If you're anything like me, your closet is extra messy after holidays and special occasions because I come in here to try and put something on and I apparently have nothing to wear, and then I just leave it on the floor without hanging it up because I'm in a hurry. I used to have my outfits like for every single holiday planned out in advance, but since having kids, my style has just been totally put on the back burner. So I usually will end up wearing something that I've had for like 6 years, but anyway, I'm just tidying up my closet and going to do a good vacuum in here. Now I'm moving on to my bathroom. I'm going to start with the sink area and then just clean everything else except for the tub. Right now I'm just putting everything away where it goes. I just tend to leave, my makeup sitting out, my hair straightener, jewelry, things like that. I'm just going to put everything away and then wipe everything down. You'll see that the sink really needed a good clean. So taking care of that first before I move on to anything else. Now I'm moving on to my shower. I've shared before that my shower is my least favorite thing to clean ever. I would rather do 20 toilets than one shower, but I've also shared that I grew up without a shower. I had a very humble childhood and did not have a shower until I was older. So anyway, I'm thankful to have it. That's just what I always tell myself every time I have to clean it. But anyway, now moving on to the toilet. I like to do the shower first just to get that over with. What about you? Do you like cleaning the shower more than the toilet? Because I know everyone hates toilets, but I don't know. I think they're pretty easy to clean. Now I'm going to do a quick vacuum of the floor, and then I'm also going to Swiffer, and I will show you just how dirty the Swiffer pad was just from one bathroom. Now I'm in the playroom. This area is obviously not clean. It doesn't really get clean until like 2 weeks after Christmas probably. I just throw all the new toys in there and then, call it a day. But I did want to just kind of dust around this shelving system that we have. Now moving on to the next day. So I'm upstairs again. I'm going to tidy up this hallway. I don't know about you guys, but our hallway always just gets cluttered with things that we need to take downstairs and then we never do, or usually it's like things that I find in the house whenever I'm cleaning that need to go into the kids' rooms, but the kids are sleeping, so I leave it by their door, and then it just gets like forgotten about. So I'm tidying up this hallway. It's very rare that this hallway is like completely clean of everything, and then I'm going to do a good vacuum. That's all that we are doing upstairs for this day. Now I'm going down into the kitchen. I'm going to wipe down all of the appliances. These get little fingerprints on them constantly. So usually I just use like a bottle of water with a splash of white distilled vinegar for appliances. That really helps with the streaks. Today I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's spray because my vinegar water bottle was upstairs and my husband was hanging out up there with the kids, and if the baby sees me, like, it's just over. She won't be happy until I'm giving her all my attention. So I just used the Mrs. Meyer's on this day and it worked really well. Now I'm moving on to wiping down the kitchen cabinets. This is a pretty big task. This is something that I will usually do seasonally. These upper cabinets aren't much work at all. The only annoying part is having to actually get up there, moving the chairs around and stuff, but they're usually just dusty. I don't really have to scrub them or anything. The ones on the bottom are a totally different story. They definitely get stuff caked on them, usually from my kids, just like their, again, fingerprints and little things like that. And the island especially gets really, really messy because my 2-year-old stands there and eats a snack. So I definitely have to wipe that down a lot more often because there will be applesauce caked on, or sometimes they'll stand there and paint or do Play-Doh. So the island is a totally different story than everything else. If you look closely, you can see a couple of yogurt spots here. I'm working on one of them right now. Because the cabinets are white, they do show pretty much everything, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. You can at least tell whenever they're dirty and need to be cleaned, but at the same time, they're not very forgiving. So yeah, if you haven't ever wiped down your kitchen cabinets, because back whenever we were renting and I didn't have a white kitchen, I had just like the oak brown cabinets. I never really thought about it until I saw someone else do it, and I wiped them down. We've been living there for a couple of years and they were so dusty. I couldn't believe just like how dirty the rag was. So if this is something that you haven't done before or haven't done in a long time, definitely get it done now. Next thing I'm going to do that doesn't get done too often is washing my oven trays. So if you're like me and you did extra cooking and extra baking for the holiday season, your oven trays probably need a really good wash. Now I'm in the half bath. I'm not going to clean the entire bathroom because I did that right before Christmas, so it was mostly good. I just wanted to do a wipe down of the sink area, and then I'm going to move on to wiping down my garage door, which might sound a little bit strange, but again, fingerprints, muddy hands, snacky hands, everything touches this. And so I'm using a magic eraser because there are just so many little spots on there with dirt, and I don't even know what else that needed to get wiped off. If you get down on your hands and knees and look around your home, especially if you have little kids, you will notice so many spots and marks and fingerprints of things you don't even know what they are, just around the doors and the walls and the trims and the baseboards. And I really need to just do that around my entire first floor. It would take me forever. But anyway, I'm wiping down the wooden part of my steps right now because these get dusty, and because it's a dark wood, they show everything.
When I look in your eyes, I know I'm right here where I need to be. This could be the last time we see each other.
Okay, we are almost done. Moving on to the floors, I'm going to vacuum the entire first floor. If you're working along with me, kick it into high gear because we are almost done.
Still where catch me falling now. Need you here somehow. Catch me falling now. This ain't over. You know that.
I don't know about you, but the floors in my living room were extra dirty after Christmas, just between the crumbs from the snacks and the glitter was everywhere, so I'm really focusing hard in this area.
You know that. This ain't over.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you watch my cleaning videos, you probably already guessed it. We are mopping. This is definitely not something that I enjoy doing, but I do really enjoy having mopped clean floors. So get your mop out and mop your floors with me.
Come back when you come back to me. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's meant to be. How can I make you see? There will never be another you and me. This could be the last time that we see each other, but I wanted you to know that this ain't over. If you fall, I'll pick you up. Never too much. Carry these memories till we're older. So let's try to rewind and turn back all this time. So let's try to rewind now. This ain't over. This ain't over. This ain't over. You know that. You know that.
So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, please subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will see you all on Thursday.